Hey everybody, I'll be right on in a second. Don't see Ravi. I don't see uh, Mister I over 60 either. But uh, well, we can talk about that live. I don't care. So let me see if I can turn the camera on, and here we are, right? So, and then we're gonna do this and do that. So here we go. Uh, Corey, um, I used a uh, GoPro, and my camera is a GoPro 7. The reason I picked that one um, is that the GoPro 7 uh, was at the time I bought it was a camera that had built-in stabilization, and some guys are using cheaper cameras, no stabilizer, and the video doesn't get very comfortable to watch. So, uh, if you guys hear a cat meowing, it's one of our kittens here, um, reminding me she's hungry. Uh, and she reminds me 24 hours a day. All right, hey Bill.
Hey, you went live early, huh?
Yeah, I just turned it on. Little
So
well,
excited about Christmas party here, huh? You went live.
well, well, maybe not just that.
Hmm.
It's um, I I actually have to. I actually have to go. I should have been gone already, but then I said, "Wow, I'm gonna do the live feed," and then I go, "Mr. Steele, ho ho ho!"
Ho,
I
ho, ho.
actually had it. I actually hadn't shaved for a week, and I did it. I did it yesterday, but I started looking like Santa, so I said, "Oh, it's time to
Get the razor out.
get the brazier out." We got Mike here. We got Corey here.
Season
Uh,
final, season final chat, huh?
well, I have one
That's what I
more
saw.
scheduled,
I
but
know.
it
But
might just be one of those things where I put up some Christmas music and let it rip.
let her
How's
rip,
that?
huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. I'm using Epidemic Sound.
Oh yeah, I know that. It's good.
Epidemic Sound, right?
Yeah,
And they have great music,
they
man.
do. They
And
have
it
really good.
Yeah, and it's $15 a month, and you can use it on all your platforms as
Right,
long as you don't use it commercially. I mean, I couldn't use it for your channel or
right.
providing a service with it. Then it costs like 100 a month or something. It's a little more. Uh, so I love it. It's just a good thing. Corey and I was just talking about
Cameras.
cameras for the motorcycle logs,
Mm-hmm.
and I used my 7. And when I bought it for the fact that that was the first GoPro that really had a good stabilization built
Right.
in. And my videos became night and day. I tell you that. You could see that
Yeah.
in the old camera. Some people got dizzy watching it. So, and I didn't want to have people having to go to the hospital after watching a shaky
Well,
movie.
they just drop off. People can only take so much.
Oh yeah,
Get
yeah,
dizzy.
yeah. Of course, I'm just joking, right? But uh, that's the way it is. So other than that, I had a I had a pretty intense, dramatic week this week for myself. I've been, and I might even blog about it and talk about it because this is something that most men are fighting with, and that is their prostate issues. Right? Boom, boom. Right. And this week, I've had high PSA since the age of 52. I don't know if you guys know what PSA is, but that's
No.
something they measure. It has to do with your prostate and how it goes out into. And as the prostate enlarges, apparently the prostate also percentage wise starts producing more PSA, which is not good for you. So, and that's what leads many times to prostate cancer.
Mm.
And those values should be at my age around maybe 4 to 6, and mine was 48.88 the other day. So I am now running to today again for another test, and we're going to do a few little things like that. I'm not worried about it. My dad had prostate cancer when he was like, I think like 72,
Mm.
74, and still has, and is still alive, and he's 90. So
There you
with a good
go.
treatment, that thing is not an issue.
Turn this down a little bit. Adjust.
Detected early, so we're gonna take care of that. Uh, okay, so I need something with stabilization since the side by side will be off road.
What's a prostrate massage? Is it something you get up from a hooker?
Uh, hey, listen, okay, now we're getting
No, I'm
borderline.
talking to Mr. Steele. He's
Yeah,
back
yeah,
home.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
he's giving
yeah.
some
We're
medical
getting
advice now.
borderline banned here. I never had anything shoved in that way before, and and about a year and a half ago, I went and had what's called an ultrasound, prostate
Oh,
ultrasound, and that was the most uncomfortable thing I ever done in my life because they have to go in that way, and it's not funny, guys. Even if I laugh at it now, you just imagine your.
okay.
Uh, yeah, you know, but my choice is not to have anything inserted that way. Okay,
Ah,
let's just let's just have the conversation to that. Where's Mr. Robbie today? He's not showing up today.
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Well, he's late, that's for sure.
As usual.
Uh, yeah, he's always a little late.
I saw his
He
video where he had the lot.
he
He had
he,
the
he should he should rename his channel to Becoming a Filipino number 2.
why?
He's always late. Uh,
I get you now.
I went through it this last month. It's not easy. I went through it last month. Okay, so you had some issues with that too. Well, but I mean, I don't mind talking about. We got a
It's
lot of talk.
Christmas, for God's sakes. We're talking about your prostate.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, guys in our age fight with this thing, and a lot of them get scared, a lot of them get worried, a lot of them. But the way I look at it is like, if you notice these things, go and have it fixed early, because the chances of survival is 110%. if you do. Um, so that's something you should be observant on. A support group, yeah, why not? You know,
See, you could have like issues. Those are issues that
well, this is really
an older expat has to deal with in a foreign country, and you could bring this up. Health issues like this.
right. But this is really something that would be a good subject for I over 60 channel.
No, I'm trying to get girls in the channel. I'm trying to get like a balance of men and women on there. I don't know if talking about the prostrate is going to do it there, but
hey,
but you're right though. I could do it. I could talk about it because it's all open.
Yeah. I'm
all
not saying this should make a big deal out of it, but
yeah.
but there's guys that are going through this. There's guys that went through surgery and had it removed. There's guys that, I mean, there's a bundle of solutions you can do.
Things should pick up though, in my channel in next month. We'll see.
Right.
I'm going to a film school in January.
You decided to go to film school?
Well, it's online, but yeah, I decided to go.
Yeah, not a bad idea, man, because catching the object in the lens is the most difficult. Next thing we'll see, let's say we put that up, is I over 60 with a tight cycling uniform on trying to attract the girls to his channel.
We don't want too much. We don't want that kind of trouble.
Nah, hey,
I might have to get married next month. I don't want to,
Stay away from girls. It's my recommendation.
Stay away from the bicycle pants.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna on another subject today. We had this, and that's why I wanted Robbie on here today. I wanted to hear how the cyclone or typhoon affected Bacolod.
It wasn't much rain, according to REM. It wasn't much rain. It was a lot more wind because the Bacolod was situated over the mountain range, so it kind of dried out most of the rain. It was protected by the mountains between Bacolod and Cebu, so the mountain range kind of dried out but the winds were really bad, and there was a little bit of destruction on that, but not nearly as bad as over there by Bohol.
Right. Well, here is I'm going to give you some. I'm going to share some of my friends. Her name is Kimberly, and her boyfriend is in the same situation actually as you. He's American, Larry, but he had convenience store in somewhere in Oklahoma, Texas, and he had to go back home because his manager for the store got sick.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to go back home before COVID.
Mm.
And guess where he is?
Still there.
Still there. Can't get here. Okay. Because again, they were not married. They've been together for a few years, and they were not married, and he can't get in. So
I expect it to be take a little bit longer too, with that Omicron or whatever the thing is called, whatever that stupid new variant is.
Yeah,
it's bad. It's bad here in the U.S. right now.
Right, but the good news with it, from what I understand, the good news is that it's a lot less lethal.
Just more contagious.
Yeah. Okay, guys, seasonal flu. Enough said of Omicron. Enough said of everything.
You don't want to talk about that?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
It's just like I'm not slapping your hand. It's just it's just. You know how you get rid of this?
It's your show. I'm just.
You know how we get rid of this?
Don't talk.
Turn television off. Stop watching social media, and it doesn't exist.
Mm.
That's how you get rid of it. Because reading this constant news, and then you read the back reported news after a few weeks, And look what happens in South Africa. That's all I'm going to say about it. Um, and you see how dangerous it is. So I was going to share something here if I can get to it. Uh,
You don't want to talk about the professor from Harvard that's been convicted of lying to the U.S.
lying to U.S. for how did he lie?
His involvement in China and
That's something I missed.
okay, well, I'll let it go. I'll send it to you. Let you digest it. This is damage, huh?
But is this the professor that was arrested in December of 2019? Is that the one you're talking
Could be.
about? He also had 2 Chinese students turning out to be militaries that was arrested around the same time. Is that also mentioned?
I don't think it was. He got convicted for lying to the U.S. for his involvement in receiving funding from
He had
what they call that non-disclosure.
He had not disclosed that he was pocketing 50 grand a month.
That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, he had not disclosed that. And, you know, he says, correct bill, no shell, no keel. But it's okay. You're approved my spelling. No to what? Fill me in here. So
in the private jet, I put a link there where they got the people hiding in the gymnasium. Did you get that video? And then the hurricane just ripping off that roof.
No.
I stuck it in the private chat there because I know I can't post links.
Okay.
See if that plays.
Watch, sharing. Cold, hot, or lukewarm? What is that?
Maybe it's the wrong one.
Yeah, I get a cold. Rick Renner. I don't see. And then there's some gamers. Yeah, you have to share the specific link to the specific post. I think you shared like
I see. Yeah, that's good.
You shared your
Someone
video
else's
page.
link. Yeah, let me.
You have to open up the actual feed in a different window so you actually get that particular video. But here you guys, you see, right? This is a little bit of my friend's place down in, and there was houses all over here. Luckily, the entire family survived hanging onto a roof on the neighbor's house. And it's a big family. So they were all hanging on to a roof during the typhoon. And the water raised up to the roof levels. And on the island next to them, like 50, 60 people actually died and didn't make it. Because the tide and when the storm surge came in, here is their home. This is how it looks today. So, they pretty much lost everything, their livelihood. They're sitting there eating in the rubble. All of their boats. Larry, my friend, had built 2 or 3 boats, and one was like a big, nice party pontoon boat where they, she was using it every weekend. People came out and party on the boat, and they were out on the water like island hopping with it, and that kind of stuff, and that disappeared. Their home disappeared. Everything disappeared. So, you can see Obviously, also, the construction, the quality of construction, and so on and so forth, is bound to go when you have that a storm like that. I think it was Category 4. This is right outside Bohol, so this is not far from Cebu. We also have a blogger friend in Cebu. He's been on here a couple of times. He lost his primary home. He lost his primary home in Cebu. Totally gone. I mean, it was flattened out. So, that said, it's a little way how things are going. Oh, okay. Two Chinese not mentioned. Okay, but at the same time, Mike, when that happened, there was two Chinese that were arrested leaving the country, from what I understand. And the funny part is the news media had those things in articles, but just a few days later, those articles was nowhere to be found. They were pulled from most news platforms. And I don't know why that happened, but from what I understood from colleagues that I had, and when I was in the industry and traveling with these guys, was that uh, they were not students; they were actually Chinese military here under false premises. Yeah, Corey. It was a. I didn't realize how bad this last typhoon was. Nice subject for a Christmas, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
check out the private chat. I think the link's there now for that.
okay.
See if that
Um,
works.
Private chat.
Private
Private
chat.
chat. Okay,
Private
there you
chat.
go.
There we
Is
go.
this something we are not allowed to show on YouTube or what?
No, no, it should be okay. I don't know. I know I got a lot of links, but I think that's a clean one. It's the shelter where they told him to go to. They,
Wow.
that's just shows you how ferocious the wind is.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we can
Yeah,
show this one.
yeah,
We
sure
can.
you can. I wouldn't do you wrong.
No, that one is. Wow. This is pretty. All right. So you guys can. I'm going to enlarge that thing. Maybe we can see it a little better that way. I'm going to come back to comments and I'm going to remove Corey's little comment here. And now we can play this thing right there. Okay, guys, watch this. This is the shelter they told them to go to, apparently, for the typhoon. And look how the roof is just like. And then imagine that stuff flying around among
Yeah.
all the people in there. I mean, it becomes sharp like knives. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It's just a short video, but wow. Why would you tell people to go to a thing like that where you have a roof that is
Gymnasium, whatever it is. I don't know.
it's just a
I guess
piece of
where else they're going to go, right?
yeah, that's true. It's not like in Florida,
Yeah.
when we get to hurricanes, we get in the car and we drive 8 hours north and check into a hotel.
I mean, it's not obviously not brick. I mean, it's just
Right. Yeah, yeah, that's holy crap.
the
Yeah,
trouble
that's
it's not like U.S. where you get like a tornado and you get a couple seconds of high winds. That's like sustained winds for hours and hours. It just weakens everything. And once that wind gets under the lip of that thing, it's gone.
yeah, nah, it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
So it was a
um,
pretty bad
a-
typhoon.
and I've been in some serious, and seeing the effects of some serious um, hurricanes. and I mean, hurricanes and typhoons are about the same thing, and the only
Yeah.
difference I think is that one spins clockwise, the other one spins counterclockwise. I think that's the only difference because of the atmosphere and all that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I watched Andrew 1992 in August, um, and that's something that'll forever stick to my mind and stick to my memory. The wind meter at the Homestead air base read 218 miles an hour when it broke. So there could be ferocious things uh, coming up. So
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the Philippines almost like over 10 years. That is the very first time a typhoon made a beeline across and then affected, Behold
right,
and
how
Bacolod
did
and stuff. They always go north for us, so it's really weird. The thing went directly across, directly east. It was one of the
yeah,
really
and then it went right out into South China Sea and
yeah
headed up towards Vietnam, right?
yeah
So
crazy weather this year.
yeah, it's probably the what do you call it? Um, Global warming has something to do with it.
That's what everybody says.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah,
So um, we'll see. But
yeah,
anyway, they're ferocious, and I mean
yeah.
look at uh, but here's my view on that. Right, I'd rather be in a hurricane than I won't be in a tornado because tornadoes are totally 100% unpredictable. A hurricane, you can predict where it's coming, you can predict how it's going to go, you can predict pretty much how strong the wind is going to be, and before it makes landfall, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, right?
Yeah.
You know pretty much what's coming at you. With a tornado, you have no clue. uh, I think I read something about the Kentucky where they got the alarm of the tornado, evacuated the factory, and told everybody to go to, like, I guess they have some rooms where they were protected, and they blow off the alarm. They blow off the alarm prior to the tornado, and they all got back in the factory, and that's how you had a lot of people there that got,
The candlestick factory, the candle
yeah, they
making
became
factory.
victims because they cleared the tornado too early, and
Hmm.
it came and hit the factory, from what I understand.
We there were that same tornado path or the same tornado storm thing went through one in Illinois and hit an Amazon uh, spot, hit an Amazon fulfillment center, and six
Right.
people died. And if you ever worked at Amazon, they ain't gonna tell you to go anywhere. They're just gonna keep working until there's no, there's really no warning. There's nobody monitoring the weather there. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Right, right,
They
yeah.
just
Yeah, that's the way it is.
yeah.
Okay, so we have now 6 people watching us, right?
So
You know,
excited about Christmas time? I've been
I
kind of glad to be
I
end of this year. I guess.
I'm kind of I'm kind of not, because
Yeah,
I mean I this year we're not even putting up a Christmas tree.
yeah.
It's just like, uh we don't have any kids, we don't have any grandkids, we don't have any, like, in my view, when I did this in the past, when I lived with near my children and grandchildren, it was all for them.
Hmm.
I could care less about a Christmas tree. Uh, that's the way I feel about holidays and everything. To me, it's like, um, this is something you do for your kids or
Oh
grandchildren.
yeah, yeah. It's the
The
season of
excitement, right?
giving.
Season of giving and being nice, and I think we should do that. and and we'll see what's coming out of this. Um, I guess Robbie's Christmas shopping today. Last minute Christmas shopping. We'll see
Last time
what.
I seen him, he had that generator going and roaring away on the
Oh,
video.
yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah. I guess they pulled the power early, right, for the typhoon,
yeah, yeah,
and he was on it for 24 hours or
yeah,
more, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
I never invested in one. I just would just sit there and wait it out like everybody else. Get the candles, the water. Other than that, I never really thought about getting a generator. Will make it worthwhile. But
it depends on how thick your wallet is.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Because
Uh,
I always thought that it's more expensive. It's very expensive to run a gen. It's not worth
uh,
what you
that's
needed to
true.
do.
I
Unless
have
unless you're like a week of no power or something. I mean, other than
I
that,
I have a 6 kW, right?
yeah,
That I got. It's a loaner really, but I have borrowed it for 2 years now, and he's never picked it back up. So I guess he didn't need it. Um, anyway, I had to have it because
hmm
I was doing remote work, and I depended on the internet. I depended on that.
yeah,
So over a period of 1 year, I had to be on it. I think it was either 2 or 3 times for the entire TV show of 4 or 5 hours.
hmm
But as soon as the show was over, I turned the computers off. I turned the internet off. I turned everything off and shut down just running that generator for those hours was like 1,000 pesos in gasoline. You know, I mean, um, the energy cost to drive those generators is not cheap.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
we used to have like we have a freezer chest. I mean, you could shut the power on that thing. It would take you maybe 5-6 days for it really to fall. That's how it just stays cold. As long as you don't open it up a lot,
you're right.
the thing
Yeah,
shut. It can go
right.
quite a few couple days, so you don't really have to keep it going.
Hello. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho ho ho. She
Ho,
is
ho, ho.
Pampangan or lives in the area.
Mhm.
A little vlogger. So go and check her vlogs out if you guys
Sure.
want. Um, Still, I've seen some mobile solar panel generators. Yeah, I mean, if I ever get to the point where I'm gonna go, where I can go to the island and feel like, okay, it's time to retire.
Yeah.
We got to be there. I got to have something because, yeah, I can run a line from the uh, what do you call it, barangay. The electric company can run a line up there, and I can get the power there.
Yeah. Well,
But
have you seen those what they from like companies from Jackery or something, which is basically a self-contained battery that can drive your laptop and stuff and charge your phones and all this stuff, and then you
Oh
can
yeah,
have these solar panels that can recharge and recharge that Jackery. It's like a
yeah,
portable thing, and
yeah,
it can run your laptop and TVs. It's
right. So
pretty amazing.
that's what I'm saying, right? If I'm gonna do something serious down there,
Yeah,
my biggest expense in the construction phase will be the solar powered energy.
yeah,
'Cause if that's gonna drive a whole house, uh, I don't think you're gonna get away for under
yeah.
$20,000 or somewhere around that neighborhood. But then you have enough batteries to run your AC. You have, if you do uh,
Yeah, see, there Corey's got one. He can run his
uh,
aircon.
I have a Bluetti AC
That's what those
200.
things are. They're like rechargeable batteries, but I mean you can use solar panels. They sell solar panels. You can set up and have it recharge. I mean, it's pretty amazing. So what they got there.
Right. Good morning, and welcome to the feed today.
Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry ho
holidays.
ho ho
Ho, ho,
Christmas.
ho. Every-
Yeah, yeah. Well, these are, something got to be done.
Blue
If you're gonna
Yeti.
live in the boondock, if you're gonna live in the boondock, you have to have some good energy. So, but I've looked at, you know, systems that could give you 10 kilowatt, and they're not cheap.
Yeah.
They're not cheap. The biggest cost is the batteries, obviously. The stuff. The solar panels are not that bad. It's the batteries that are bad. And down there is plenty of sun, but it's also plenty of typhoons. So I don't know how to put the solar panels up. I might have to replace them once a year if the wind gets in there. I don't know how to. If some good engineer checks this video, let me know if you have an idea how to lock down solar panels so they don't.
Rem said some guys would get in a fight because the guys were so worried about their roof sheeting flying away that they would put their name on all of them, and then so nobody could use their. That's mine. That's got my name on it. That's how the roofs, the
Oh,
sheeting,
so
roof sheeting. He put his name on all of them so they could claim them later.
yeah, batteries don't last long in the Philippines. Yeah, that's another concern you have, and especially if you're on the water with the salt and all kinds of stuff coming onto. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I've looked at it. To get a system that could drive a whole house, like a three bedroom house, and stick at least AC in the living area or the bedroom. You're looking at a system that costs 10, 15, 20,000 easy. So that's going to be, the biggest investment. I can build a decent house for 1.5 million, but the electric system might cost as much to be self supplied with electricity. And again, it could be expensive to maintain it. So we'll see. So we'll see what we do
Just
there.
just sell your resort as a way to detach from society and social media and all that stuff, and don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's your chance to just relax.
Well, where I'm at, uh, unfortunately, yeah, I can get electricity from the barangay on the island. Uh, it's an isolated island, right? So I can get electricity there, but the cost of running the line, I got to run it about 600 meters, a main power line from the barangay, you know, I, I'd rather be self supplied with electricity rather than depend on the barangay, because the power there is brown out, brown out, brown out, brown out, brown out, brown out, brown out every day. Every day they have a brownout of some sort, and the power supplied to the actual barangay there is actually generator powered. So they have like some huge diesel generator sitting at the end of. Yeah, exactly. The cost of running a line like that is probably uh, cost quite a bit. I haven't looked into it because it hasn't been time to go down there and do all that. When that time comes, that's a different story. So we're gonna go and
Make a great video series.
yeah. It'd be fun to be down there and vlog it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is down there. It is almost every day. So I need to have some more reliable stuff, and to be more reliable, I probably have to fix it myself. Have my own energy source, and you put the house on the top of the hill there. It's not like you don't get the sun. You can get the sun 12, 13, 14 hours a day as long as the sun is up until it goes down. So keeping the batteries charged wouldn't be a problem. Um, the The thing is, if you don't have enough power to put in sensors, so when the batteries are getting low at night, the generator kicks in and recharge them a little bit. All right. So he says we get brownouts 2-3 times a week, but short one could be anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Yeah, and that's fine. But I'm depending on, I'm still doing work, right, and I'm on a schedule. We have I'm doing these live shopping channel shows, and I'm producing the shows. And if the power goes in the middle of one of those,
No money.
no money. They're off
Yeah.
the air. So I got to have constant power, no matter conditions, and that has to be. And I was going to ask Robbie today if he has heard any more about Elon Musk and Starlink and SpaceX and where they are in negotiations around here in Philippines to get their stuff going, because they have already, from what I understand, placed all the satellites in space. But I guess they haven't been allowed to get the what do you call it, FCC license or whatever it's required. And again, it has to be handled by a Filipino company. So we would have to wait and see. I thought Robbie would be here today, but
I've gotten spoiled on brownouts. I haven't had any in a couple of years. I almost forgot how.
yeah.
Like,
Chicago doesn't have a whole lot of brownouts, right?
When you get up in the middle of the night and it's just dead silence, you can't see your hand in front of your face. There's no power, and then the temperature starts to rise.
I have plenty of those small little. I have these small little flashlights.
Yeah.
But they have a solar panel on them. So I keep them out here in the sun every day. So they stay charged all the time. And if the power does go out, I just bring those in and I can charge my cell phone. I can do, they were cheap. They were like 800 pesos each or something like that.
They used to have those light bulbs too, didn't they? Used to sell those in the Philippines.
Yeah, it has.
And if they went out, they would light up.
Yeah, this thing has a light bulb in it, an LED light, right? And it makes the room bright. I mean, if you turn it on, it brightens up the whole entire room. So the light is built in somehow with the solar panel. I think there's like LED lights and solar panel mixed with each other. So you turn it on, boom, it's just like. Okay, brownouts every day would suck. Yeah, well, it sure is. All right.
Something you got to live or live with in the Philippines.
So everybody is kind of ready for Christmas now, right? What is it there? It's the 23rd, right?
22nd here.
22nd there. Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, so you have another 24 hours before Christmas Eve pops in.
I gotta go to work.
we have. Are you going to work over Christmas?
Yeah, from 1 a.m. Christmas Eve till 11 a.m. Christmas Eve. So we're like the last run of the Amazon trucks. Last
All right.
chance.
But they compensate you well for that holiday, right?
They don't. No, they don't. It's a straight rate, but they pay for Christmas Day. Everybody gets a day off with pay. So that's kind of nice. But
so Christmas Day, Amazon facilities are closed.
Closed.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they were that humane.
You
get one day a year off.
I didn't think so either.
Right. So you get everybody gets a day off with full pay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well. I don't know. I don't know the guy Bezos at all, but I know something.
He's playing with space now. He's in his rocket.
Yeah, but I know something, right?
Yeah.
And that is, I don't like these guys, not because they have all their money, but because of where their heart is.
Yeah.
Most of them, and I'm not saying all, but most of them, despite showing passion that, in my view, is false. You look at Mr. Microsoft, right? Look at Mr. Microsoft. It's all for self-earning purposes.
There's a purpose
Does
behind
all
everything
the
he does. Yeah.
philanthropic work.
Yeah.
In the back end of it, he's making billions of it.
Right. Nothing's for
So,
free.
so he's smart in business, smart in one sense. We got to give him that. But to be able to assess all these amounts of assets that these guys have, I mean, 0.4%. 0.4% or so are holding like 70% of all the assets in US. It's a scary number. And that's why the whole system gets corrupt.
But I'm looking forward to 2022. I think it'll be a better
Yeah.
year.
We're all looking forward to 2022.
There's been some movement on the fixing of the annulment, and so who knows? Maybe I'll be married. I'll be married next year. We'll see.
Yeah. You've been waiting for a while for that one.
Yeah, 3 years, like 3 years. It would have been sooner, but they made a mistake as usual.
Right. That's crazy.
And then once there's one mistake in the Philippines in any type of paperwork, that's
right.
It takes years to undo it.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, I have to cut this one a little short today. Well, actually, it's not that short.
No, it ain't that short.
I got to go to the laboratory again, and I got to go and have some ultrasound and x-rays done again today. And tonight at 5 o'clock, I'm going to pick up all my results. So I'm going to let you guys know what's going on next week. So I gotta kick out a little early because I got to run down there and get that done. And we'll go from there, right?
Well, I hope all works out.
So I hope and wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you, Bill.
Yeah, I'm
Philippines and beyond. Corey, we got Mike, Mr. Cortez, and Mr. Steele, and everybody here. I wish you Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again. I come on next week, and if you have time, come in and see us for a few minutes, and that'll be the last one of this year. And I think me as well as Bill has made some changes to his channel. I have to make either a commitment to continue the channel or simply just drop it. I'm not going to take all the videos away, but I got to have a commitment because
it is so hard to do anything right now under the circumstances that it is right now.
Right.
If things don't get better. You lose your enthusiasm.
And all you do is talk about the same thing.
Yep.
No new excitement, no new, and I just got tired of that. And that's why you guys don't see a lot of new videos coming out from me. And obviously I can't do any motor vlogs. I got rid of the bike in the thinking that I would probably leave and go to Sweden. That has changed.
Get your bike back.
Now I wish I didn't sell it because I could use it now, right?
Buy a new one.
But I went and looked at it, and I think I might buy one for me.
Ask Santa, see if he can.
Yeah. Well, I went and looked at one of these little Rusi scooters.
Yeah.
They have a little scooter, right? It's not so little,
right?
But it's a decent scooter, and it's cash price $46,000. So it's less. So it's like $900 something. So
as long as you don't go too far with those little ones, that they're okay.
Around town, I think they'd be fine.
They're fine. Yeah.
And well, I had a Honda Beat before, and I was doing good with that one. All right.
Someone's calling. Maybe it's Santa.
I got to take that.
Wants to know where to deliver.
Yeah, I got to take it. Okay, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You guys have a good Christmas. See you guys after.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Be safe.